Ladies and gentlemen, welcome, welcome, welcome. Happy Saturday. How's everyone doing today? Guys, Bitcoin's at the same price that it was yesterday. Much like our lovely little conspiracy theory affords us, the market maker has permitted us to trade in this cute little range. But we're not going to stand for it much longer, are we? No. We're going to wake up and we're going to buy. Go get a second mortgage on your house. Finance your paid off vehicle. And throw every last couch penny into Bitcoin or altcoins, and let's get this party started. As always, none of this is financial advice. Please smash the like button on your way in. You are all absolute legends. I appreciate you guys for joining me. Are you ready? Ladies and gentlemen, welcome, welcome, welcome. Happy Saturday. Hope you guys are having a cool weekend. I was going to say a swear word, but I'm not supposed to yet. It's too early in the stream. Hey, what's going on? Okay. Guys, Bitcoin is 117,963 and 23 cents. Very quietly chilling in between 115 and 120. Nice little mid-range we got going on here. It seems to be the median in around 117 to 119. If you can look right here, a lot of volume in that little chunk right there. Look at all of these candles. Most of these candles in this time frame were spent in between 117 and 119. Got a little jump here, a little jump here, some wicks, a little jump here, little jumps, but majority of the time was spent in between 117 and 119. So that seems to be Bitcoin's little comfort zone. What I'm hoping right here is we're not going to reject and continue down. But if we do, then it's obviously a continued pullback. Bitcoin is pretty heated. But also retail has yet to arrive. So there's plenty of different theories we can throw around. Obviously we won't know until the move actually starts to happen. Let's refresh our liquidation heat map and see where we're at with our little permissed range from the market maker that they have so graciously afforded us. Down below we got 117,004. And then below that we got 116,761. And then up above, they got quite little tight little ranges here, which is weird. 119,106. And then above that, 119,430. Okay, cool, cool, cool. Should I put those other ones on there? I might as well, right? I'll just put the starting point, 115,872. And up above, 120,319. Okay, cool, cool, cool. So this is our range that the market maker has given us permission to trade in for the weekend, which is very nice of them. All hail the mighty market maker. That's a tongue twister. Don't forget to smash the like button on your way in. I appreciate you guys for joining me. Happy Saturday. Bitcoin dominance still continues to show a potential rejection from 62, although it does seem to be possibly curling up right here, which we don't want. But if we do get it, then maybe a rejection at 63. And then that would obviously probably result in some semblance of an uptrend, which hopefully eventually breaks down and results in further upside for the altcoins. Ethereum was up 0.53% on the day, currently trading at 37.44. Looking good. It's sitting above 36.99, which is exactly what we want to see. Next stop should be 4K, but we are showing signs of weakness here. These candles are very indecisive, very flat, not a lot of volume. It is the weekend, so we might have to wait until Monday for a move on ETH, but Ethereum, if anything, I think Ethereum would be the one that would move before anything else. So, I think I'm too tall. Let me fix my chair. Where's the button? Bear with me. I still have yet to get a new chair. There we go. That's much better. Okay. Okay. So, yeah, ETH 37.48. It's sitting above 36.99. It's holding, but again, it is showing signs of weakness with this indecisiveness up here. So if we could stay above here, that'd be great. Otherwise, look for support around 35.60 if we do break below 36.99. Sol is actually down 1% on the day, currently trading at 184.85, which is 85 cents above 184. Believe it or not. And we're holding that support. We held our purple trend line, and it's important that we continue to hold it, because it was resistance. We broke above, we used it as support and continued. We got resistance at 184, broke above that, broke above 200, support at 184, broke below purple trend line support, and then used that to get above 184. Now we're retesting. Hopefully that gives us a push to the upside, in which case we would also have a shorter term time frame inverse head and shoulders playing out as well, which would probably push us to like 192, 193. Which is what we want to see. Some bullish price action out of Solana. Total 3 is up 0.79% on the day, currently trading at $1.03 trillion. We held 1 trillion very nicely on Total 3. We got kind of an MW going on off of 1.07 trillion. We got our M, we got our W, and now we're starting to go up. That trajectory might become a little more calm. I don't know. Volume looks good. I don't know if volume is even relevant on this, but it looks good. I got some cool stuff to talk about the second there's more people in here, because it's exciting. It's exciting stuff, an exciting development for the channel, I think. So we'll see what you guys think when you get here. Total 3 looks good, sitting in between 1.07 and 1.03, probably 1.035 actually, which is directly in the middle. So, see where we end up. ADA is up 1.09%, currently trading at 82.46. We held above 80 very nicely. Also have an MW going on over here. Double top rejection off of 90. Double bottom support off of 80. And we're continuing to the upside now. What's going on, Dave? Thanks for spamming the bananas. SNEK is up 2.26% on the day, currently trading at 36.56. If we get above 40 again, that would be awesome. Otherwise, we're just watching and waiting to see where the true support comes in. We might go all the way down to 30. Who knows? We do seem to be curling over, but we'll see if that ends up being weakness or not. I have 2 months. 2 months remaining until I receive my SNEK figure, which I'm super, super stoked about. It is, I believe, the rarest collectible I will ever own. I don't remember how many they made. Maybe not. Maybe not. My Game of Thrones film stills might be more rare. But that's besides the point. I'm stoked. It's going to be the rarest crypto collectible that I ever owned. So I'm excited about that. SNEK, like I said, target 30 if we keep going down. If we go up, above 40. XRP is up 1.16% on the day. I wanted to call this an MW as well, but the spike on everything else we had like down here, and then we got our M, and then we got our W. XRP showed tremendous strength back here and pushed up way faster and then almost formed a triple top before coming down for this W. I'm not sure what that means. There was more strength here, more buyers for sure. So XRP has that that extra spice that people are looking for, and we had a similar pattern right here, that spike, and then that little double top and continuation. We didn't quite get the continuation back here. We got a little pullback. So we are following a, what is that blue line? That is just a trend line. So we are dancing around a blue trend line, which has some relevance. It's not 1000% relevant even now. It's kind of losing relevance. But we'll keep an eye on it because we are dancing around it right now, so it might become relevant very fast. HBAR is up 9.26%. Like I said yesterday, Robinhood added HBAR to their platform, so more people have access to it and are probably buying it. And I believe HBAR is affiliated with Kevin O'Leary. So Mr. Wonderful, Shark Tank guy, he probably knows marketing. He knows how to push this thing. It's up 9.12%. Marketing is very, very important, even in cryptocurrency. Very important. So they're currently trading at 28 cents, which is above their 26.3 lower trend line on this nice little range that we got here. We spent some time in before breaking down. Actually, this was a break up range. So we came up, we ranged, and we tried to break up again, which looked very similar to this down here. And then it got pulled down like everything else. So let's see if we get that again. Get our range in here, and then our continuation to the upside. For now, we watch, wait, and see. I would like to see a break above 30, because that seems to be, it's right above the midpoint. Midpoint's probably 29.5, but it's chilling. SWE is up 5.53% on the day. A little indecisive wick at the top right here, so we might get some pullback, but price and the price action looks great right now. We are sitting above 3.91, and we're sitting above 4. It's currently trading at 416. If we get a break above 438, that'd be awesome. RSI was almost overbought. We did get a bullish break and bounce off of the RSI's moving average, and the momentum wave got a green dot, which pushed it to the upside from down here. Looks really good. I'm pretty happy with that, actually. The price action on SWE looks really, really good. It's establishing a new high. It's chopping around for a little bit, grabbing some liquidity, and then continuing to the upside. Ondo is up 0.8% on the day, currently trading at 104. Ondo got above $1 and rejected at $1.09, even though it broke above it for a quick second right here. That's still, I would consider, a rejection. And then we got support, support. Ondo is just trading in this range between $1 and $1.09, and it's grabbing that liquidity right now. RSI, very, very in the middle. So is the momentum wave. So Ondo's about as indecisive as the rest of the market. Aerodrome is down 0.56%, currently trading at 88.7 cents. Aerodrome has a similar situation to Ondo, where it got into this range between 86 and 96, and it's just established that range so far. We got rejection, support, rejection, support, rejection, 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 support, support, support. And it's sitting at 88.7 right now, rejecting 90-ish. So we'll see if we can get above 90 and start to establish some more volume to the upper portion of this range. Pinlink is down 4.95% on the day, currently trading at 72.79. We got a rejection at 87.69. Even though we got above for a quick second, it looks like 95 was the really hard rejection right here. And we broke below midpoint support, rejection, midpoint support, broke down. We got a wick, and chop. I drew that for you guys before. And we're currently 72.81. So we've been very choppy since those indecisive wicks, these liquidation wicks, to shake out that leverage, which I'm assuming was very successful shakeout, because those are pretty hefty wicks. Volume's holding steady, actually. Volume looks really good. 75 is the zone that we're dancing up and down of. We got 20 minutes until the daily close contest, so make sure you guys stick around for that. I would like to see Pinlink close above 75 for the 4-hour, or for the daily close that we're about to get. Render's up 0.7% on the day, still holding our range very strong. We don't want to get a rejection at 432 here, otherwise we will establish a very beautiful head shoulders, which is what we don't want. A break below and continuation. If we did break below our $4 support right here, then I would look for support at this 370-ish, 368 area. Dave noticed the the pinling pattern. That's a good one. But yeah, render rejecting at 432 right now. We don't want to see that. We want to get above 432 and close above it. That's basically the gist of it. Stellar is up 1.32% on the day. Stellar has very strong resistance at 50, 52 area. And it has since broken below this ascending trend line that we had, which there wasn't a ton of confluence on. We had 1, 2, I guess 3, maybe 4, and then 5. Yeah, no, I don't know. It's really hit or miss. There seems like there's a lot of confluence there. But we broke below, rejected, dragged down. We seem to be finding support around 40. And we're currently flatlining at like 43, 44. This weakness right here is not, I don't know, it's not good. It's not bad in my opinion, especially on Stellar. But last time we saw this, I guess we got a hefty move up. Right here it was weak, and then we got a little bit of a move up, and then it just dragged down. There was also a sideways chop right here. So it's hit or miss. It definitely seems like a indecisive scenario, and the market doesn't like indecisiveness. People tend to steer away from that. So we need to establish some dominance. You know, grab your bags and buy or sell. Make up your mind. Polkadot is up 1.05% on the day. Got a little bounce around 390. We're holding above 4 very nicely. Sitting at 413 right now. A little rejection at 421-ish. I would love to get above that for the close. I don't know if that's going to happen, though, because we're on the 4-hour time frame. This looks really good, actually. For the 4-hour on Polkadot specifically, it's in an uptrend. And it just came off of like a triple top action thing, where it definitely played out. And now we're getting some semblance of bullish price action. I would love to see it push up to 444 at the very least. Volume's a little bit lackluster. We're getting a nice bounce on the RSI around 20, and your momentum wave is pushing to the upside as well. So Polkadot actually looks good. Altcoin is down 3.34% on the day. Little potential inverse head and shoulders on the lower time frame. We're getting rejection after rejection on 139. We broke below our purple trend line, broke below our 139 support. Got a nice bounce, I guess, around 130. And then a rejection at 139 again. Bounce at 128. Rejection 139. And we're sitting at 132 right now. We want to see a push to the upside. RSI is sitting right on the moving average, so it might bounce off of that. Volume's falling off a little bit. It is the weekend. I'm not sure what people do with Altcoin on the weekend. You know, it's just, it's a funny meme. And eventually it's probably going to pop because that's what it usually does. But it is grinding up. We are in an overall uptrend, so can't really complain, to be completely honest. CAS is down 2.87% on the day. A little rejection around 11.5. And we did have support at 10.9, but we broke that at our second attempt. And then midpoint tried to do something at the midpoint right here. Broke down. Support at 9.7. Support, it's dancing around. Trying to hold support right now. It's breaking below it. It's at 97.5. If we can get above 97.8 and hold, that'd be great. Otherwise, it might be a fake out below. It could just continue to grind down and try to find support at 9. We'll see. Avalanche is up 3.92% on the day. Not sure why Avalanche is having such a nice push up, but I'm totally okay with it. This is the pattern that I was looking for on most altcoins. We got a rejection at 25, break above, support, and then we formed our M. Broke below, W, broke above, and we're sitting right now at 24.95. If we can close above 25, that would be awesome. I would consider that a MW fulfilled, and continuation to the upside imminent. I would look for 27.33 if that were the case. Avalanche looks strong here. Chainlink is up 1.04%, currently trading at 18.46. Chainlink very similar, but not as strong as Avalanche. Whereas Avalanche used these couple of candles to get way the heck up here. Chainlink used these couple of candles to stay way the heck down here. So it's kind of a retirement candle, or retirement pattern, I would call it. Chainlink is like, I'm tired, man. But we got an N, we got a W, and it's just chopping right now, which is, it's not great. This is very indecisive, very boring. And like I said earlier, people don't like boring. The market does not like boring. We like fun. And Chainlink right now is not fun. 1845, but you're not supposed to buy them when they're fun. You're supposed to buy them prior. So 93.93 in the green on the day. Kind of a midpoint rejection, it also seems. We'll see how she closes though. 1847, not bad. Prevailing trend is still up, so we'll keep an eye on it. Doge is down 0.3% on the day. Big rejection for Doge up here. Is that going to result in a pump and then maybe a return to the median? I could see that. And then the overall trend would just be straight up looking, you know, when you zoom out. RSI looks like it's getting rejected at 50, which is interesting. Momentum wave is sitting right in the middle. We got some green dots down here, which led to a push upside. And we're rejecting at 24 right now. So close above that would be great. Close below, maybe further downside. We'll see what plays out. NEAR is up 1.16% on the day, currently trading at 288. NEAR got a nice push to the upside as well, actually. Kind of looks very similar to Avalanche. We got our M, we got our W, and we're pushing the upside. I would love to get above what I'm going to call the M neckline, which we might be. We might be right there. I think NEAR has a chance to close above that and then push the upside. It might want to come down here, though, and retest or test that breakout from that moving average on the RSI. So we'll have to keep an eye on that. Momentum wave is pushing the upside. Everything actually looks really good on NEAR. HQZ said howdy. What's going on, HQZ? Chili's is up 0.66% on the day, currently trading at 4261, right below 428. Little rejection kind of going on. We got an MW on Chili's as well, but it's also doing the sideways, indecisive, flat, boring thing. It's like I said, the market doesn't like boring, retail doesn't like boring, people don't like boring. But that's when you're not supposed to buy the coins when they're exciting. You're supposed to buy them when they're boring, so that way when they get exciting, you can take profit. Does that make sense? But a close above 428 would be awesome. I'm still looking for 5 mid to long term. We did, funnily enough, our little W here was established in between our 4 and 428 range, like almost perfectly in that little box right there. So that's kind of an interesting observation. RSI is sitting right above 50, and like I said, with what was it, NEAR, we might want to come down and test this moving average breakout on the RSI. So we'll see. HQZ said preach, JJ. Silver plummeting kind of 38.13. I think it's at the same that it was yesterday, but it did not hold 39 strongly at all. It tried. I'm impressed that it got up there. Maybe is this a fugly inverse or fugly head and shoulders, perhaps? Big fat red candle though, and the volume doesn't even really show that anybody really cared that much. It is almost oversold. I'm not sure if that's going to be relevant or not, but keep an eye on it. It's down 2.72%. Close. MicroStrategy 407.76. Like I said yesterday, might get a bounce at 400 and use that as momentum to get to 500 target. We'll see what happens. DXY, a little rebound. NASDAQ looks great. So does the S&P. S&P, I believe, closed yesterday at the highest level in history. Bitcoin dominance 61.33, and Bitcoin itself is 117,929.58. We are sitting smack dab in the middle of our permissed range that the market maker has allowed us to trade in for the weekend. Thank you, Mr. Market Maker, for gracing us with a slightly larger range than last weekend. How's everyone doing today? We got 11 minutes. We got 11 minutes until the daily close contest. So make sure you guys stick around for that. A chance for you to win up to $100 every single day. We did pay out our reward to Mr. Index, who won, what day was that? Thursday? He won $15 prize on Thursday. He matched the first 6 digits. It was quite impressive. Very cool stuff. I should probably save what his actual guess was, because that was kind of a big deal. But he did get his $15 prize. John said bored AF with the market. Yeah, I feel that. But you're supposed to buy when it's boring, John. So I'm 50-50 with it. The market maker has graced us with a boring period. We're supposed to be grateful John, clearly the Stockholm syndrome has not set in with you yet. John 316 said, Crow's on beast mode. Let's go check out Crow. Is Crow not boring? That'd be exciting. Oh, dang, it is. What in the world? This thing danced around 12,725. As soon as it broke above it, retested, and blasted off, it was go time. It's at 14.13 right now. Banana Republic 2039 said, to win the daily close, do you need to pick the price lower or higher than what the actual price will be? Okay, so daily close rules. It is Price is Right rules. If you guess anything higher than what the close is, you're automatically disqualified, even if it's by 1 penny. We have had that happen before. And so that's rule number 1 outright. You get to start guessing at 7:50 p.m. EST. 7:55 p.m. EST is the hard cutoff. When you do guess via YouTube, I'm going to suggest that you put words in between every 3 letters, because YouTube likes to not send people's guesses because they think it's a phone number or something. So just keep that in mind. It might not show up. You got to be a little persistent with it. Be a little spammy. We don't care about spam on this channel. As you can tell, my chat has like 4 messages in it. You're basically trying to guess the daily close price of Bitcoin. If you nail the first 6 digits, like let's say it closes at 117,950 and 40 cents, and you guess 117,950 and 35 cents. You nailed the first 6 digits, so you would win $15. Now, if your guess was 117,950 and 40 cents, that is all 8, you would win $100. No questions, $100 being sent to you, like today. In order to claim your prize, you do have to be here when the prize is announced. You can leave and come back while the stream is still going and be like, oh my gosh, I won, that's so cool. But if you are not here and then I end the stream, then you get no prize. Does that make sense? So you guys can't just submit your guess and then peace out until tomorrow, because that's fucked up. But you're trying to nail all 8 digits. If you nail the first 6, you still get a prize. If you nail all 8, you get the big prize, $100. And we're also calculating who has the most wins for the year. Let me show you the panel at the bottom. Right now, Tyler is en route to win for the year. Whoever wins the most, and this could be any kind of win, bragging rights. Even if he won the $100 prize 10 times, it's still not 26. Does that make sense? So whoever wins the most at the end of the year is going to get something as well. I don't know if it's going to be merch. I don't know if it's going to be money. Maybe it's going to be the keys to a wallet with a crap ton of money in it. Who knows, man? But that's also a way to play as well. So you could just win bragging rights 30 or 40 times and then win for the year, and then you're good to go. Does that make sense? Let me know if you got any other questions. All right, let's go take a look at Crow again, because that's a nice chart. So with Crow, we've been watching. We got a hard break above 92. Support, break above 10. Resistance at 11. Support at 10. Tried a little fake out above 11. Rejection at 12. A little midpoint pullback between, or at around 10.5, we'll call it. Resistance right here. Another midpoint pullback. Use that to break. Resistance at 12.72. Little midpoint. Another resistance. Little midpoint. Broke above. Support. Blast off. It's sitting at 14.11 right now. We didn't even have lines up here. So what I would look for here, that's not what I wanted, dang it. I would look for, there's probably going to be resistance where it's at right now because of this and this, but that's not going to be crazy, I don't think. I would look for more resistance here because a lot of this price action right here resisted, and you got support. So there's more confluence here. And then after that, maybe right here, because you got resistance 2 times right there, resistance 2 times right there, and support right here. And then after that, it's kind of blue skies. Not 100%. Like you're probably also, I guess your last point of resistance would probably be 20. after that, should be pretty fun. But notice how it's getting thinner the farther you go up because there's no volume established up here. Like the price didn't go like this all way back there or anything like that. It just went straight up and then like did something and came back down. Of course. Yeah, smash the like button, guys. John said, I already have enough crypto. Want to sell? Well, then sell, John. If you want to sell, then sell. Nobody's stopping you. Yeah, Crow's cranking. That's sick. Bitcoin, 117, 897, and 38 cents. Very quiet, very boring. I can't believe HBAR is flying like that. We do seem to be getting a pullback from the alts. Well, alt pullback. Let's go take a look at what Total 2 looks like. Total 2, 1.48 trillion. So we got the MW here as well, and it's doing the indecisive thing. That little sideways, like, upwards chop. Which I don't hate, but very boring. What is this right here? Breakout moon? So, potential breakout moon, according to a previous fractal and random line of mine on the 30th. That would be fun. That is exactly 4 days away. Guys, we got less than 3 minutes remaining until the daily close contest, so make sure you guys stick around for that. Don't forget to smash the like button. I appreciate you guys for being here on a Saturday night in the summer. The smack dab in the middle of the summer as well. I know you guys probably got actual lives outside of the internet, so I don't blame you for going out and touching grass. Bitcoin dominance 61.35. Yeah, Bitcoin dominance is even doing the sideways choppy struggly thing here. Interesting. So 3 Sol. Sol should hold above 184, I would hope. Might get a breakdown though. If it does hold, then we should be getting a lower time frame inverse head and shoulders. See if it plays out. Brennan Hilgen said, "Yo JJ, how was the fair?" It was so much fun, dude. I ate way too much food. I had we had ice cream, and then I had a pretzel, which was the beefiest, like most steroid riddled pretzel I've ever had in my entire life. It was delicious. And then I had my I had my Polish sausage with the fried onions and the peppers and the nacho cheese on the homemade bun, and it was so good. John said, "What's the outside of the internet that you speak of?" I'm not sure. I've only heard about it, John. I just assume that it's real. Philly said, "Hey, friends. I'm at a big party for the Peruvian Independence Day. Can't stay, but wanted to say hey. Thank you very much for dropping by, Philly. Smash the like button." You know, I just realized John's a mod, and he's here like once a year. That's funny. Yeah, we're looking for Sol to potentially close above 184 and get that little inverse head and shoulders action. Oh, there we go. Less than 1 minute remaining until the daily close contest, so make sure you guys stick around for that. Again said, "Hell yeah, I'll swallow a sausage any day." Dude, it's that homemade bun, man. You get a sausage in between some buns. You can't deny it, man. All right, Bitcoin 1 minute time frame. We got 38 seconds remaining, so you guys get your guesses ready for the daily close contest. Transition. Bitcoin 117.890 even. 28 seconds remaining. Don said, "Here just about every day, just can't always chat." I always wonder, we have like 2 or 3 like regular lurkers, and I have no idea who they are. So technically, as long as there's not 2 or 3, as long as there's not like 4 of you guys in the chat at one time, you guys could all say that you're looking at all times. Just have to make sure that they're like, go backdate the chat. Get your guesses in for the daily close contest. Ladies and gentlemen, happy Saturday. Oh, I'm gonna go grocery shopping after this. There was a excuse me. I live in Michigan, for those who do not know. And there was a mass stabbing apparently in Traverse City at Walmart, which is crazy. That's not far from where I live. So hopefully everybody is okay. That is insane. And now I'm more scared of Walmart than I was before. Because people apparently just go there to stab other people. All right, we got Brendan Hilgen coming in with 118, 115. I got this new honey, and it's kind of ruining my day because it tastes like shit. So now I got to drink my branched chain amino acids because my chai latte tastes like butthole. And I'm not all about that butthole taste, you know what I mean? I slept way too late today. I stayed up till like 7 o'clock in the morning for some reason. I genuinely do not know why I stayed up so late. Maybe my body needed to process all the fair food that I ate. It's very possible. Guys, get your guesses in for the daily close contest. I appreciate you guys for being here. Happy Saturday. I always forget to change the audio. That way I can hear just in case anybody like subscribes or gives a super chat or anything like that. Oh boy. Bitcoin 117,890 even. Current standings for the daily close contest. We got Tyler Yetzer with 26 wins. Fahid with 20 wins. Hoffs with 15 wins. Jshare 2.0 with 12 wins. Mr. Roberts with 10 wins. Tom Solid Scope with 9 wins. Janix with 8 wins. Waterfly with 7. And Giovanni Fontes and Gourmet Brands of Brooklyn with 5. Dave said, I saw that today. Was hoping you weren't at Walmart today. You know what's crazy is last night when we're all settling down, I was like, we're going to buy a vacuum tomorrow. Because I broke my vacuum. And Walmart is where we would have went. But it wouldn't have been the Traverse City Walmart. But still, if I was at Walmart and I saw that news, I would have been like, oh, we need to leave. So, that's kind of crazy. Guys, we got 2 minutes and 23 seconds remaining. Get your guesses in for the daily close contest. Let's see. We got 12 people watching and 1 guess right now. Bitcoin 117,897 and 36 cents. What is going to happen with the price? John said, wait, JJ was at Walmart today. Would he be a witness, a victim, or going to jail? I'm not a stabby person. I wouldn't stab. I'd be like, there would be like a mass punching people in the head at Walmart thing. Because I think that's funny. Imagine the headlines. They're like, masked assailant punches random people in the head at Walmart. I'm sorry, I can't help but laugh at that. Obviously, I wouldn't be punching any like sweet old ladies in the head. It would be a bunch of people that deserve to be punched in the head. But the thought of it is funny. We got 1 minute and 10 seconds remaining on the clock for you guys to get your guesses in for the daily close contest. Brendan Hilgen said, I win. For real. This is going to be our second ever 1 participant daily close contest. I don't understand how I'm yawning. I literally slept all day. 48 seconds remaining on the clock for the daily close contest. Ladies and gentlemen, get your guesses in. Do we have any guesses in the Discord? Anybody at all? I really want to drink my chai latte, but I know it tastes gross, so I can't. I'm very disappointed. 18 seconds remaining on the clock, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go. 10. And there it is, ladies and gentlemen. Time's up. Brandon Hilgen is our only participant for the daily close contest today. That is the second time that has ever happened. John is a couple of seconds late. I'm going to let it slide just because we literally have nobody else participating. John coming in with 117, 951, and 99 cents. Bitcoin flatlining. Dave said I took a guess, but it did not come through. 117,893 even, and how many time? We got 4 minutes and 20 seconds remaining on the clock. Banana Republic 2039 said, "What about me? LOL." Guys, yeah, you gotta make sure it gets through. This is what I see. I said daily close contest, go, go, go. We got Brennan Hilgen. Dave said words. John said words. Brennan Hilgen said I win. I said time's up. John said his submission. So you got to make sure it goes through. That's why I said you might have to put words in between your letters or words in between your numbers, like John, because sometimes YouTube just blocks it and it won't tell you. It'll never tell you. So you have to make sure that I see it. Does that make sense? It's stupid hoop that we have to jump through in order for anybody to participate in any kind of contest, but I'm not going to not do the contest just because YouTube's stupid. So, sorry guys. We got 2 participants though. Let's get them in the chat. Or get them in the chart. Brendan Hilgen and John M. 118, 115 even. HILGEM, got it. And John M with 117, 951, 99. You guys are both pretty bullish for Bitcoin completely flatlining. Let's see, we got 2 minutes and 49 seconds remaining. Brendan Hilgen said, unless you are the first or second person stabbed, I don't get how you get to 3. Run. That's I texted my mom that. Not to make light of the situation. Obviously, it's messed up. I hope everybody's okay. But I texted my mom mass shooting at Traverse City Walmart. She goes, or not mass shooting, mass stabbing. And she goes, mass stabbing. How does that happen? And I was like, I don't know. Because I was thinking about it. You're not just going to get stabbed and go, oh no, I've been stabbed. Shh. Somebody stabbed me. You're going to freak out. And then everyone else in the store is going to go, what is that? It sounds like someone's running around stabbing people. I should hide or run away. And Walmart's pretty big. And they literally, like, I listened to the police scanner. There was people spread throughout the store. So maybe they did run. I don't know. Again, not to make light of this situation. It's a messed up situation. But it's just messed up. It's messed up. I don't know how mass stabbing happens in a spread out area. Mr. Roberts said, hey JJ, hey all. What's going on, Mr. Roberts? Dave said I typed the number, still didn't work. Yeah, I'm not sure what YouTube does. If you guys want to guarantee that you're going to be in the daily close contest, join the Discord. The link is in the description. It's completely free. And then you could submit your guess in the Discord. And then it'll be time-stamped. And I can see that you got in before or after 7:55 p.m. And you just tell me in the regular YouTube chat, oh, I submitted my guess in the Discord. And then I'll go grab it. So that's another way to do it. Eventually, I'd like to get to a point where we just have a website for you, so you guys can just all plug in right there, and I don't have to type them manually and all that junk. But again, we'll get there eventually. John said coming out of retirement to make it sporty. All right. Dave said I typed the number, still didn't work. Walmart people are too fat to run. Brendan said, LOL, exactly. If I hear a bloody scream, I'm running out with a TV and a bag of flaming hot munchies. Dude, I'm irritated that they don't have regular munchies anymore at my store. I'm like, where are the regular munchies? I don't want flaming hot. I want regular munchies. I just panicked. I don't know why I had the TV. I took the TV as a shield and I ran and I just kept running. They're welcome to have it back. But I am going to sue them for allowing a mass stabber to enter the space. Guys, this is it. This is a candle that will determine the fate of our winner, which I believe is going to be nobody unless we get a big fat spike up. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. There it is. Ladies and gentlemen, the daily close for Bitcoin is 117,919.99. 117,919.99. Everybody was just too bullish, which means nobody won, which means I'm the winner. I can't type today. All right. Dave said you could use your Telegram also. Yeah, but I'm not. I'm still not a big fan of Telegram. I don't even know how to use it. There was like some sketchy dude in there yesterday, and I had to like delete him and ban him, and I didn't know. It took me a second. I figured it out, but I'm a Discord maxi at heart. Thank you everybody for participating in the daily close contest. Unfortunately, you guys were just too bullish today. Bitcoin close kind of boring. Kind of boring. But it's turning green now. That's all that we can ask for. Now it's turning red. Boring again. All right. Let's see. Yay! I won. Thank you. I'd like to thank myself and the CEO of YouTube and whoever created OBS. Thank you. All right. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get to some news articles. We got Galaxy Digital announced it executed one of the largest notational Bitcoin transactions in history, selling over 80,000 Bitcoin, worth more than $9 billion. That is what drew the price down less than 3%, to less than 2.5%. This was a 80,000 Bitcoin sell right here. 80,000 Bitcoin sold. That's a lot of Bitcoin. I believe it's $9 billion worth. That is how liquid this market is. I could be wrong, but I've speculated recently that the reason everyone's suddenly jumping like head over heels for cryptocurrency is because of how liquid the market is. If you can sell $9 billion worth of Bitcoin and the price go down less than 3%, that's insane. That's actually crazy. And it's a young market. It's not like Bitcoin's been around for 50, 60, 70 years. It's barely been around a decade. I don't know. It blows my mind. Next, we got Fed Chair Jerome Powell tells multiple associates and allies he will not resign. I think that this is all part of that political theater, the Federal Reserve theater, to make it seem like the dollar has value. Then we got PP. Picoin tumbles despite mainnet launch, but millions still back the project. This is a rewards token. If you were not expecting this to happen, then I don't know what to tell you. They literally have to print more to give it to more people. Jim said knife fight. Brennan said I needed a shield and food, bro. Dave said you could use your Telegram. Also, Jim said haven't seen JJ win in a while. Those coins may have been stolen if the wallet exploiting thing is true. I saw that. Yep. Those 80,000 coins last moved on July 6th. I saw that too. Yeah. That's in here, I think. Next, we got Cypherpunk Legend Adam back. Says every altcoin is going to zero. None of them never owned one. They're all going to zero. I like Cypherpunk Legend because that implies that he never learned how to like continue his craft in the modern world. So his idea of hacking is like going to the actual computer that you need to hack and just taking it. A solo miner. This one's another brilliant advertisement for BitAxe, the cool little solo miners that do nothing unless you're one of the like 1 in a million people that's lucky enough to mine a whole block yourself. It says today a solar miner successfully mined Bitcoin block 907,283, earning 3.154 Bitcoin reward worth, which is pretty sick. Like, that is the most fun form of gambling, in my opinion. Just plug a thing in, pay for the electricity for it to run, and then eventually you might win $372,000. That's pretty sick. I'm just saying. I thought this was Elizabeth Warren when I first saw this. I was like, what is going on here? Update. President Trump and Chief von der Leyen will meet in Scotland on Sunday to advance the US-EU trade deal. Trump calls it the biggest deal of all if we make it. Here it is.
CryptoQuaint CEO says the 80,000 Bitcoin moved after 14 years may be tied to the MyBitcoin hack of or founder. Galaxy Digital is the reported buyer. So they basically think that either the founder of MyBitcoin or the hacker of MyBitcoin have these funds and sold them to Galaxy Digital, and Galaxy Digital may or may not have done any forensics or looked into where they came from, which is crazy. Regardless, I don't want to be that guy. I don't care. I guess it's a messed up situation, but if you steal 80,000 Bitcoin and you wait 10 years, 12 years, 14 years, you probably deserve to have the money. Like at that point, people literally just forget. And the whole point of Bitcoin is that it's on a ledger and it's completely traceable. And everyone's like, oh, whatever. 80,000 Bitcoin? Gimme, gimme, gimme. You know? It's kind of crazy. Colin talks crypto historically. Head and shoulders continuations, such as what we are seeing with Bitcoin right now, are followed by pullbacks and retests more often than straight rallies, which is literally what's happening. Exciting stuff. Marty Party, Libra token deemed a collectible meme by Argentinian courts. Case dismissed against Mike Nothingburger is as expected. Just as we thought. Jim said, these might be stolen. Let's see him first, though. Let's sell him first, though. This one was really funny. Your ex-girlfriend when Bitcoin hits 250K. This one was awesome. Bravo Research, Global M2 money supply points to $170,000 Bitcoin by October 2025. Price and time could vary slightly, but this points to much more upside on Bitcoin. That's very exciting. Guys, don't forget to smash the like button. Happy Saturday. Trump bought $2 billion of Bitcoin last week. MicroStrategy is about to enter the S&P 500. Retail FOMO at historic lows, and market just absorbed $9 billion worth of sell pressure. But my 4-year cycle tells me we top in 10 weeks, so I'm going to start taking profits here. Yeah. Good luck with that, John. I'm just kidding. I love you, John. Please don't leave. Peter Saddington, that's a very sad name, said even a small allocation of Bitcoin to any portfolio has tremendous returns. Bitcoin essentially 2x's your returns. This is pretty cool. Yeah. Yep. Pretty exciting stuff. Crypto Kid posted it. Search volume for altcoins hit a 5-year high. That is actually huge. It's literally at bull market levels right now. So we might start to see that retail flying in. I'm just saying. Alt season. Okay, this is our last bit of news. We got altcoins are gearing up for an explosion in August 2025. Bitcoin is entering accumulation. Alts ready for 150, 300x. Last chance this cycle, $300 in the low cap could equal $300,000. So they're talking 1,000x. Jeez. I don't mind this concept. I really don't. This is probably the best one that I've seen so far. That we're right at optimism, and it puts us a little too far ahead in my opinion, but I'm okay with it. If we explode from here, I have no complaints. Next, we got our portfolio updates. Let's go check Bitcoin really quick. 117,851 at 40 cents. Very quiet, cool, calm, and collected. Dominance. See, dominance looks like it wants to curl up. This is the only thing for me. Looking like we're about to do this. Reject and then little curl up. Maybe 64 and then reject. I could see it. Guys, don't forget to smash the like button. I appreciate you guys for being here. Portfolio update. We have our 1K to 10K Grok portfolio. We are down $3. This portfolio is currently being held up by Render, Sol, ADA, Ondo, and Proppy, all 5 of which are in profits, and dragged down by Doge, Fetch, Near, Shib, and Aptos, all 5 of which are negative since our initial investment. Still only down $3 for that, though. Pretty exciting. Next, we got our Memecoin portfolio, which is $104 in profit, which is 10.4% in profit. SNEK and Giga fighting it out. SNEK now $4 ahead of Giga, but still down $36. Giga down $40. Doge in profit 10 cents, Pepe in profit $60, and WIF in profit a whole whopping $118. We may or may not have accidentally caught the Pico bottom of WIF. Pretty exciting stuff. And then last but not least, my favorite and the most stable performer, out of all of our portfolios. The narrative portfolio is currently in profit $158.11. This portfolio is made up of one meme coin, one artificial intelligence coin, one real world asset coin, one decentralized physical infrastructure coin, and one gaming coin, and it is absolutely killing it. VeChain, the only coin that is struggling, it is down $6. Decentraland is in profit 14. Fetch is in profit 24. Tao's in profit 47, and Pepe's in profit 77. Absolutely shredding to the upside, looking good. And then we have our perfect entry portfolio, which we're probably I'm gonna hold off until tomorrow to add to this, because I think alts maybe are going to push a little bit lower. If I end up being wrong, then I end up being wrong. That's the risk that you take when you wait. But we're holding off on our perfect entry portfolio. We're going to add to it tomorrow, so start thinking of what you want to add. As of right now, all 4 coins are in profit. Our goal is to have 10 coins in this portfolio, and it is strictly based on what the community votes on. I'm going to have you guys, the first 4 coins you guys submit are going to be on the poll, and it's got to be 1 per person. Everyone submits a coin. First 4 we put on the poll, and then you guys vote. As of right now, we have SWE, which is $34 in profit, Chainlink, which is $21 in profit, Render, which is $3 in profit, and Sol, which is $2 in profit. We literally just built this portfolio like less than a week ago. And the concept, the idea is that we are officially entering alt season, and this is the time to just go all in. Not financial advice. That's the concept. That's why it's called the perfect entry. We'll see how it plays out. But tomorrow we will be voting on that. As of right now, we're still completely in profit. The only portfolio that is negative right now is our 1K to 10K Grok portfolio, which is kind of a shame. Right now, AI is kind of letting us down. And it's the damn meme coins and flavor of the week coins. Damn them. All right. Jim said, I like how the portfolio is mostly infrastructure. Which one? The perfect entry one? It's a nice port. I actually quite like it. Like, I would build this portfolio. It's not far off from what I have. And you guys voted on it. My subliminal messages are working. Let's see. Let's catch up on the chat. He said, damn it, YouTube didn't get the notification. Jim said Ethereum going to 8K would give us a really nice alt season, in my opinion. John said, I don't want to hold bet. Vahid said, when moon. John, that just triggered like Vietnam flashback. VeChain flashback. Jim said, I like how the portfolio is mostly infrastructure. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, it really is. It's a nice, strong portfolio. It really is. SWE and Solana are very similar, like ecosystem plays. Render is RWA. Or is it? No, Render's DPIN. And Chainlink. What would Chainlink be technically? What is Chainlink's category? I think Oracle is all you could really call it. That's the only thing that really makes sense. It's like data. It's not real world asset. I think Oracle's the only thing. So we got ecosystem, Oracle, DPIN, and ecosystem so far. And I do like the diversity between SWE and Solana, because we're not sure which one's going to perform better. I feel like I could sell this portfolio. If somebody handed me this and was like, I need you to sell this to 100 clients, door to door, go. I would feel confident in explaining what all of these do, why you have 2 of the same category, and the profitability. Now, when I actually go door to door, that obviously speaks differently to my moral standing, but other than that, I think I would be fine. I'm a little sad I had the prize all geared up and ready for today, and it was a good prize. SWE and Sol are equally inflationary, so it will probably be close. I don't know. I think SWE's going to outperform Sol because Sol has such a high market cap already. Mr. Roberts said, I wish there was a dog fart coin, a mix of Doge and fart coin. Would it be called Doge fart? And all the moms and dads would call it doggy fart. Did you get some of that doggy fart coin? I vividly remember my mom asking me about Doge. And she was like, how do we get some of that doggy coin? And I was like, what? She's like, doggy? Doge? Is it Doge? And I was like, yeah. She's like, how do we get some of that? And I was like, you don't want to buy any right now. It's too... I will let you know when it's the right time to buy. And that's what sparked the whole Bitcoin thing. When me calling her, it was the middle of winter, I'm pretty sure. And I was calling her on the way home from work because Bitcoin had just hit like 17K. Or it hit like 15 or 16 or whatever. And it was starting to rebound. And I called her and I was like, I left her a voicemail. I said, you told me to let you know when to buy crypto. Now's the time. And she never called me back. And I've texted her every milestone since then. I don't think I've let her know that Bitcoin is at 120,000 yet. It got to the point where it started to feel mean. So I just stopped doing it. But if she asks, I'm going to tell her. Jim said, did you see Trump tour the Federal Reserve? Felt like an SNL skit. It was super awkward, dude. It was so awkward. And the piece of paper. Dude, that piece of paper is like the greatest meme format ever. Let me see if I can find it. Trump, Powell, meme. Yeah. Yep, this right here. Greatest meme that ever existed. Come on. His friggin' face. Me, mom, my Christmas list. It's good, dude. It's so good. Cash Oak said, what up, brother? Hope all is good. Absolutely, my friend. Happy Saturday. Let's see. Market is boring today, man. So boring. Mr. Roberts said, I wish there was a dog. Yep, I read that already. Jim said the whole thing felt staged. It was so strange. Wasn't it weird? I'm telling you, it's all political theater. They do this banter, this back and forth. They're like, the Federal Reserve has... The president has no authority over the Federal Reserve. And then the Federal Reserve is like, well, we're not going to listen to the president. And then everyone in the world is like, well, that makes me think that the US dollar is its own independent thing of value outside of the United States government, because I don't like the United States government right now, and that makes the dollar more valuable, or it makes it hold its value. They do all this staged bullcrap where Powell and Trump are like, I don't like you. You're an asshole. You need to retire. You need to resign. You're fat and old and dumb. And everyone's like, oh my gosh, the dollar's worth money. That's literally all it is, man. Mr. Roberts said, oh, hold on. Cash Oak said, so far, that 1 hour inverted the other day played out. LOL. Nice. Mr. Roberts said, my buy of Doge, when that puppet showed up on the chart the other day, still in the green. LOL. I had Doge from way down in 2023, but I still think the Doge dog showing up is a sign to buy. Dude, I'm telling you, the first time I saw that, I freaked out. And my family thought it was crazy too. I was like, there was a dog in the corner. They're like, what the fuck are you talking about? Who cares? And it's the only trading view chart that does that. The only one. And I'm like, what is this weird bias? Cash Oak said, I've been milking and doubling down a C long for 2 nights. Nice. Dave said, Doge 50 billion, Nero 1.7 billion, Kokoro 14 million. All owned by the same person and adopted as rescue dogs from the same place. Just saying. I think Kokoro did really well for you, didn't it? That thing flew up from the first time you mentioned it. Guys, Dave is our resident Rain Man when it comes to picking alts. It's like freaky. 13, what did you say? 14 million, yeah. Yeah, Dave started talking about this like down here. Crazy, 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 crazy. That looks nice and healthy. Let's go check up on Pengu. One of my favorites now. One of my current favorites. I might just double down on Pengu just because. $2.6 billion market cap. I think this thing's about to go crazy. What am I at? Am I 100% yet? 90? 80? 86? Boring. Mr. Barber said, do it, Jim. I'll buy the hell out of it. Jim said, so you're saying I should just make my own dog meme then? That's funny. We could do a pump fun. We could do a pump fun for the channel one day. If you guys want. I think it'd be fun. I tried doing it a long time ago. What did we even make? I don't even remember what we made. I made some dumb shit a couple of times. And it was the weirdest experience because I like made the coin. I made the coin, and then, you know, my buy did this, and then there was a bot, an arbitrage bot, another bot, and then the first bot sold. So then this just immediately went down, and then the second bot that bought in here sold, and then I was left with the same price level. I didn't lose or make any money, and these two idiots just duked it out. It happened within like 5 minutes. I went boom, 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 and I was like, whoa, what just happened? I didn't even have a chance to like experience it. I just clicked on the chart and it showed all of this, and I was like, what the heck? And then I looked at everything, and it was just these arbitrage bots literally just fighting one another. And I was like, what a weird thing to have set up and exist. It was so funny. Dave said, I got in at 2 million, still holding? Hell yeah. Mr. Robert said, ooh, do a pump fund meme for sure, JJ. Well, we'll have to, like, actually coordinate it with the entire stream. And we're going to do it live. We'll even make, like, the picture and stuff live. But we'll make a day out of it for sure. Maybe we'll do it during, like, a 6-hour live stream, just for fun. And I'm wondering if we can get the live stream on Pump Fund going as well. I think that'd be kind of cool. But yeah, we'll make a thing out of it for sure. Just if you guys see anything from anybody else saying, oh, I launched a coin and it's me, it's not me. Just let that be clear right now. I'm not launching a coin randomly on a weekend while I'm not streaming. I'm going to do it live on stream, and it's going to be for fun, and it's just going to be a stupid thing that we make just for fun. Mr. Roberts said if you can find a way for a mascot to show up on TradingView, you can make it pump like crazy. I'd have to get it on TradingView first. That's a challenge in itself. We'd have to go for like a big exchange or something. I have to go to the grocery store. So I'm gonna make my exit now.
You don't have to.
I do. So I appreciate you guys for stopping by. Happy Saturday. As always, if Bitcoin starts to do anything crazy, I will hop back on. Otherwise, I will see you all tomorrow. Touch grass, call your mom, tell her you love her, and good night.